Oh hi, so I'm in an arcade hall. I had some like interesting thoughts. Like I just want to talk about. Like wait, I'll just try to get out of this. Oh, uh, oh, it's too cold. Too cold. Well, just I just want to say like I don't know if you thought about like how ridiculous it is to this notion of psychiatric drugs. I was on like antidepressants or anti-anxiety pills for a year, like two times half a year. Over a span of 1 year, I took them every day, basically. But that was because of like massive social problems with involving like criminal activity and stuff. I didn't hurt anyone, but I got caught for doing a criminal activity. So that was like, okay, I thought it was worth a try. But I mean, I just want to say like how ridiculous it is, to have that as a solution. Like okay, you take pills and then you get better. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And my father was a psychiatrist. He also thought like that. I guess nobody in human history really ever thought it was a solution. Before, like, say, I mean, in before our generations. I mean, in psycho, they say you can't buy off unhappiness with pills. Uh, that's like saying you can't buy happiness with pills. I mean, it's ridiculous. Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't know, yeah, but my father was a psychiatrist. He was also not a fan of. I mean, I don't know what his position was, but he certainly didn't seem to think it was a very good solution. Oh, here's something new. There's a playground opening here. They're building a playground. That's pretty cool. I guess it's for children, but okay, it'll be funny to see how it's gonna look like. But I mean, what are they gonna do when it's Halloween? They're using that area as a Halloween attraction. Yeah, but well, anyway, so no. Oh my god. So yeah, well, Yeah, but I mean, it's just like, you know, it's just like people are maybe saying, even people who are critical are like saying maybe like maybe it could work or something. But I mean, work for what? Work with what? Uh, it's just, you know, there's no connection between how you feel and then eating some pills. I mean, it's just bullshit. I mean, what's his name? This guy, Martin Sheen's son, or Charlie Sheen. Yeah, he was like, so somebody said, "Are you bipolar?" He said, "No, I'm bi-winning." What does that even mean? And you know, what's a cure? So what's a cure? Medicine to make me like them, you know. It's like I mean, it's just so fucking ridiculous. It's just unbelievable. And really just shows, you know, how oh, there's some cute ducks there. So I gave them like some bacon the other day, bacon snacks. I don't know if they eat that, but yeah. No, I don't have anything. I don't think I have anything. I'm sorry. Well, they are baking. Oh. I don't have anything. Uh, so I mean, it's 10 days since I was in I took a bath. You know, I've been like you know, I did like you know, wash up, you know, sometimes, but and I'm growing a beard now intentionally, but it's just like, you know, I guess I should take a shower tonight. I guess. Uh, so I mean, it's like uh, so okay, they gave up pretty quickly. I mean, I don't think I had anything. I mean, I got like some free books. You know, I found a place where there are some free books. But well, I mean, I'm waiting for these bikers to arrive. Yeah, I don't remember what I want to say, but anyway, I mean, this guy just another YouTuber 3. He well, it's sort of interesting because he's like sort of, I don't know if it's the case, but I mean, he's sort of like implying that I don't know. I mean, that the Rona thing is somehow like a legitimate project. And you know, you know, my opinion is that there's probably like a lot of countries that handle it quite well. Uh, so, but I mean, where it gets absurd, it's firstly like if you can't see how ridiculous the censorship is. I mean that's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean it's around 9/11 as well. By the way, you're not allowed to say I mean, there's a certain thing about 9/11 you're not allowed to say, and that is, I'm not gonna say it, but that is just that they, to downplay the so-called tragedy of the event, and that's not allowed on YouTube. So I mean, you can say 3 words and then get you about. And then get your video taken down, saying 3 words connected to 9/11, you know, or even 2 words. No, you have to say 3, I guess, to make it. Yeah, it depends on what you write in the description, but. Oh yeah, so. So it's just super cold, super cold. I mean, how can it be 6 degrees? It says it's 6 degrees, but it was like hailing before, like with some of the biggest hail I ever saw. Like it was like they were like the size of like a snowball, you know. But anyway, well, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you just not YouTuber, you just think that, you know, the whole thing about the Rona is just like it's just like handled well by the various countries. But if you look at like Australia, for example, Australia and Canada, I mean, it's been lifted in Canada now, right? But like Trudeau, for example, like calling the freedom truckers Nazis, you know, like I don't know how you can really excuse that kind of behavior. I mean, obviously. I mean, when we're talking, I mean, Nietzsche, you know, Nietzsche famously said, you know, that, you know, everything the state says is a lie, and everything it owns, it's stolen. I mean, yeah, I don't mean to promote Nietzsche here, but it's just, you know, I mean, obviously, like some politicians are better than others. By the way, I just saw a famous politician called Morten Messerschmidt here. He likes Barken as well. I think he had some girlfriend here who was like a dancer here or something. Because there's this like weird type of like Danish traditional striptease or something, like Danish style, you know, where you can like if you like book a ticket, like you can like, that's like a strange. I mean, this is like more adult version of Tivoli, you know. This is more like getting drunk, and there's more some like adult options out here. So I think he were here. I think he had like a girlfriend who worked in there, something like. So yeah, he's a funny guy. I mean, he reminds me about who is it? He reminds me about about some actor or something, or some other famous guy. He's got that kind of like energy. Oh yeah, okay. I'm not sure now. Just yeah, but anyway, I mean, if you look like Australia, for example, like I mean, I mean, I'm a voluntarist, you know. I don't think the state has a right to impose anything you don't want on you. and I mean, if if you don't think high taxes is bad, you see how much shit Denmark is and how shitty the Danes are. You know, like people are like zombies here. You know, like yeah. I mean, where my resident area, I mean, where I live, it's like 160 buildings. I mean, so it's just like there's just no sounds, no life. You know, from the surrounding. You know, 160 buildings. You know, nobody parties Friday, Saturday night. Nobody plays music. It's just it's just like what the fuck. I mean, now I got a new neighbor. Apparently, it seems some guys moving out, but I mean, it's just uh, you see in a country like Denmark how people just become like zombies when they just expect the state to just do everything, including like telling them what to do and stuff, and how to think. And I mean, look at some of like the people who like. No. Anyway, I mean, I think. I mean, obviously, Israel is a infinitely superior country to Denmark. Because I mean, we're talking. I mean, people never grow up. It's just like. It's like living in that, gangster movie with the children. What was that? I forgot what it's called, but there was this gangster movie where all the actors were played by children, right? I mean, that's like Denmark, It's like, uh, or like Munchkin Land, like Woody Allen said about California. But yeah, I don't know. You should see Denmark then. Munchkin Land from Wizard of Oz, but yeah, no, yeah, it's just like. Whereas, in other countries, you can respect your citizens because it's like, okay, if you're somewhat well functioning, it's because you're able to like make it in this kind of society. And I don't mean to like quote all the time and name drop, but like Frank Sinatra says, and like if you can make it here, you can make it everywhere. Like New York, you couldn't say that about Denmark. It's more like it's written into the law that there's no way to fail. If you can fail here, you can fail everywhere. That's like, I mean, it's just. The state is gonna flip everything, lie about everything, and just make everything like disgusting. And I mean, again, like, I mean, even like for example, if you just divorce the subject of the fake moon landings, I mean, from politics and propaganda, like if you just like. Let's just pretend there isn't any like emotional attachment to it or anything. I mean, it's just like what the fuck. I mean, I mean, Buzz Aldrin he was like hanging out at oh he's still alive, but he was hanging out in like the Playboy Mansion. I mean, I'd really like to. I mean, Buzz Aldrin is kind of interesting. He's like I mean, there was this moonwalking or spacewalking guy also at Bargain today. He was like, I wonder what's up there, what's out there as well. But I mean, it's pretty ridiculous if you just like look at it like in human terms, like. I mean, uh, even this notion like of a space race. I mean, why should there be a space race between? I mean, the question is what is out there, right? I mean, the truth about the world. It's not that there's some kind of like competition between USA and the Soviet Union. I mean, like they said back then. I mean, it's just. Uh, so I mean, these kind of like psyops are quite normal. It's called COINTELPRO. Uh, it's uh, it's just so in terms of like Australia and Canada, also I think Denmark also like really had like horrible lockdown and response to the psyop because um, because I mean the prime minister is basically a psychopath. The Danish female prime minister Mette Frederiksen, whereas we used to historically we had some good people as prime ministers. For example, Poul Nyrup Rasmussen. He seems like a very good person. But I mean, this woman is just absolutely insane and psychopathic personality disorder. So a narcissistic personality disorder. So I mean, that's just. I mean, obviously she's gonna jump on a like a on a on this kind of like operation or project. I mean, but anyway, yeah, I don't know what it is she thinks is legitimate, and obviously, I mean, there's no point of talking about it on YouTube because of the censorship, really. So, I mean, we risk if we write something in the comments, might get deleted. So, you know, I don't see what's the point of talking in place where there's censorship. So, yeah. I don't know, but but why should uh, I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, I don't think USA had a bad response. For example, I mean, I don't think Sweden had a bad one. I don't think that like. If you look at like outside of the West, it's mostly uh, India and the Philippines basically that really joined in. So I mean, it's like I mean, okay, there was in USA there was one extreme thing that we didn't have in Denmark. There was like they were like apparently in restaurants they were like temperature scanning people. Like, and if you went into a store, they would take people's temperature. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Uh, but anyway, I mean, I don't think that's. I mean, obviously, it's just more information that humanity is pathetic and disgusting. You know, humanity can be over within 130 years if nobody procreates. If nobody procreated, it would just be gone within 130 years. So, I mean, that's how. I mean, this piece of meat, you know, these meat suits we're in, you know, it's absolutely ridiculous. And obviously, the brain creates some kind of like massive significance through the mind, because we have a mind, and then it's like the mind is like saying, oh, I'm so important, because I'm a mind, but I mean, then when you look at the equipment, it's just a meat with a brain, and what is a brain? That's I mean, a brain is like the evolutionary what do you call it? Information, the evolutionary information of our ancestors, like stored in some kind of like weird walnut looking, and vice versa, plasma, and I mean, that's it, right? I mean, Becker in The Denial of Death, Becker, he writes that life on this planet plays out like a science fiction nightmare, like a science fiction horror movie or something. With people like putting stuff inside them and then going out the other end, and it going out the other end, and you know. Well, it truly is a nightmare of really, but yeah, I mean, we have anti-natalism, and if I haven't seen the comments, but I heard like, yeah, I heard like that at least the anti-natalist bitch and like that anti-natalist bitch and the friendly anti-natalist said good things about my performance at the Shoebox. So I mean, if just another YouTuber thinks he can do better than me, he can try, to go online with them. But I mean, I appreciate his support with the comments, with the positive comments for a long time. And now I'm nearly 50 subscribers on WrestlingTafel, and also I have like written in the description that I have both channels. So I'm like almost like 100 subscribers combined, but I mean, it's like yeah, no, like the friendly anti-natalist, she said I must have done something right to get my channel deleted, and of course it really is like that. The mainstream internet is deleting like quality content and like trying to keep the undignified. But I mean, well, yeah. So I mean, it's not meant as like some kind of like attack on just another YouTuber, but he's just like, I mean, I just think maybe he should like consider that maybe that like if you want to fight for anti-natalism, then I mean you also want to fight for voluntarism. I think. I mean, and that's why society is so natalist, so extremely natalist. Because I mean that's part of the rape of no consent. The no consent thing, that they just shit on consent. They don't care about uh, abuse without consent. I mean, voluntary. They don't care about voluntary consent, and that's really the same as in as in the topic of antinatalism, or with veganism, where the animals really can't defend themselves, you know. And obviously, you cannot really have that. You cannot have that conversation with animals because they can't talk about that. So I mean, it's like, but I mean, yeah. Anyway, I'm running low on battery, so I think I'm gonna like upload this now. So yeah, okay. See you later. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not. No, I'm not trying to be like confrontational or anything with this guy. It's just you know that. I mean, I appreciate a lot uh, I mean that he remembered me after my Vessel Therapy channel lead, and he still kept contact. I mean, I think that's great. So I mean, there's other people who just want to give me shit. It's kind of like this guy called Antinatalist V or something. I mean, obviously Roberto, it's his first in existence, who is the same, but sort of like this guy called Natalist V or something. He was just like calling me an obvious lunatic or something. Like, yeah, I don't know what his problem is with me, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, and about Bennett, I don't think he deserves much respect when he's just like like. I mean, he would have to say then that Rainer Fulmich is full of shit. I mean, do you think Rainer Fulmich, the German lawyer, knows what he's talking about? I mean, like if Benazar like watched the grand jury testimony, which is like 30 hours of video, I mean, what would you think? Would you just say, "Oh, they're just full of shit"? Or, I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, well, anyway, yeah, okay, I'm gonna upload this now. But I mean, again, no, I don't know. I mean, I don't think that's really. I don't want to say anything good about Benazar right now because. I mean, I don't think there's any excuse for a guy with his intellect uh, uh, to just be that much. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. It's very strange. But again, uh, I mean, one should think like people like Einar Fulmich and David Benatar would get along well. So I mean, I really don't get it. It's really unbelievable.